All right, welcome back from the short break. If you haven't followed our YouTube page, you need to subscribe. Too many interesting topics coming, and we haven't even gotten to the point where we're going to on this topic. So the simple question is, cheating in any relationship is not all about love. It's not about love. I love you, I'll do anything for you. It's all about I am not satisfied. I am not contented with what I'm getting right now. Hence why either of the partners cheat. Mr. Larry, you have just said it. And I'm still going to ask you this question again. In a relationship, do you justify cheating because of satisfaction and because you're not content? Like you chop, belefu, you won't go chop outside. Is it morally right? Is it right? Psychologically right? Spiritually right? And morally right? Answer that question, please.
Well, it is not morally right because you are in a relationship, you are in a marriage.
So why must your personal quest or your personal desire or your personal greed, why must it overrule that love and trust and commitment in your relationship, Mr. Toby? Why? Two of you. Well, how can you confidently come and tell the whole world? And you are speaking grammar. That there is satisfaction.
Let me give an instance from my own hand. I have some couples where they are my friends, whereby sometimes when they go to club, the wife personally will call a lady that, okay, come and dance with my husband. Come and give my husband a lap dance.
Hey!
It's not that the wife doesn't love the husband now, but the wife knows
she cannot dance.
She doesn't know that she cannot dance, so brought in a strippers or someone that can just
ginger the swagger.
Give her husband a lap dance.
So who benefit from the everything after the gingering of the swagger? Who benefits?
Yeah, both.
Well, both parties.
So that means she will allow her husband go with that girl?
Sometimes, wives do allow that.
Hey!
But because we, the Gen Z, we understand the aspect of it that even though men are... anyway, don't let me put in that aspect.
I'm sounding boring because I'm an old man. I've been on this.
You have been called Wobed, Professor, everything, King of Boys.
I've done all.
You've seen it also.
You can't compare our experiences, and the generation is different. Obviously, generation is different.
But you are not married to a Gen Z now.
You are
not married to a Gen Z.
My personal experience is, I think my wife is a witch because when I'm not getting enough and I'm planning to go and suddenly my wife will be. No. I must, because I said, this thing is very important to me.
Yes.
I'm saying it. So, but if I don't get it,
Baba Shabi, this thing can also kill. Can you imagine Baba Shabi was sick, like on medication, and he's still saying he wants to test?
Yeah, because I want to test my fitness.
How can you want to be testing your fitness of medication?
Is if your wife could not understand that aspect, then, or she could not cope. That's why, to buttress what you are saying, that the wife will say, I've had girlfriends who have proposed to me that, look, she doesn't think that he could satisfy me. That if I don't mind, she will bring some friends to help out.
Obviously.
You had a woman who did that to you,
yes,
right? Okay.
Severally.
So they're bringing people to come and fill in the gap.
On the condition that it was them that they will bring.
So do you call that cheating or aided satisfaction?
Now, that's where I'm going to basically now.
Love is.
So now
the woman loves you and
she's bringing somebody to come and help.
So it's about knowing your strengths and weaknesses and doing things to make sure that your weakness or weaknesses will not affect your goal. The goal is retaining
the man. Okay.
Now, sometimes.
Can you hear? Women are even bringing men for their husbands.
Then when I was in
I used
to like as an example.
You have spoiled our men.
Don't say it in that manner as if
it's right.
No,
it's wrong.
No. even in business association,
Yes.
you know, you study your weaknesses,
Obviously.
and you identify your strengths
Wait, two of you
in
pause.
order to get to that objective or that maintain or retain that man.
Sure.
It is not about moral or anything. It's about, look, this is my man.
Okay.
And I want to keep my man.
Satisfying him and
Satisfying
holding him ground.
And this is what
This is what
loves,
he needs. So
and
I
this
can't
is
just
what-
leave
yeah,
him, but I
yes,
can only.
Hold on, I
Tell
have
him
a
to
question.
Yeah. Carry
So,
on.
fasting season, praying season, does it affect? Can you excuse your
No.
partner?
In
Or-
that aspect, when it comes to fasting season, praying season, we all have our own spiritual aspect.
Where you want to stay back?
We want to stay back.
Okay.
If she needs it, she will say it. And if I'm not willing to give, I will let her know that, look at
This
it.
period is
Yeah,
So
this period. so
at
and
that
so.
point, your yes is contradicted, because at that point, would there be a level of understanding, or she has to bulge that compulsory
you know,
nature?
the word spiritual.
Ogbelowo.
We
Oh,
both
carry.
it's heavy.
Oh,
So
Belowo.
we both understood that aspect that you don't need to go beyond this. You don't need to go beyond this because it's so called spiritual.
Spiritual face.
Yes. But when I was in Unilag then, someone like me now, I don't go out with anything like that.
They get
You
spec.
must feel the beat.
Yes.
They get spec.
Okay,
you.
why is it like that? Because I had an experience with leper and I had bruise on my knees. So ever since then, my 200 level, I said, nothing. To this very moment, even if you give me leper. So then, I came across one girl. When I was in 300 level, very beautiful girl. So initially, she knows I like Orobo. But she's not a leper. So the only thing she now tell me is, babe, I know you're not always satisfied. But you know what? I'll bring a friend of mine. But make sure it's only once.
Wow.
So it's always like that. But because we claim the so-called good, the ladies claim good mother, good ladies, good wife, they won't say all this out. But I can tell you for real, young lady does. They do all things like this. I can't tell you for real.
So
So it's just as if the wife wants to satisfy the husband's craving, as we also want to satisfy our
your personal craving.
Yes, please.
So, Mr. Larry, our topic still remains. Love has nothing to do with cheating.
Yes, please.
So that means that the woman you love so much, you cherish so much, you will lay your life down for her, you can still cheat on her. That's what it means here. Because your personal, because
let
your
us- let us
because
put it in
your
another
personal,
perspective.
there is no other perspective.
the fact
Because this
that
is what
you
is
love-
destroying a lot of relationships.
The
People, a lot
the
of
fact
women,
that
a
you
lot of
love-
men can't find psychological answers and results to it.
the-
Like me, mo ṣe love ẹ tó láti mo ṣe gbé life mi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ tó.
what constitute love is not sex only.
So
not
why
sex.
is why so
It's not sex
very
only.
good. You've hit
there are certain
yourself.
things
So
that
why is it that it is this sex that
bring
now takes you
together-
out?
bring together. My wife is a good mother. My wife has a good heart.
So why
my wife
it is this sex that now takes you out of the box?
But sexually, she's not there.
She's not there. So instead of me to let
So,
her go,
instead of
So you are helping her situation by keeping her to be
Yeah.
the nanny, to be the mother of
No,
your child,
no,
to be the supporter,
no,
to be
no,
the
no,
co-responsible.
you're talking from
And
the
then you go and
mother's
satisfy yourself.
perspective.
Hey.
the way it
Oh,
is
no.
the way it is looked at is the fact that, look, this is
A what?
shortcomings, weakness.
There is nothing called shortcomings. If a woman can be a good mother, then whatever she gives you, you must be contented. Because if you come home and they give you like one plate of rice with
no,
3 fish,
no,
and then
no,
dodo, and then cabbage and carrots with it, you are contented. So why are you not contented with the sex that they give to you? Simple question. You people should not come here and come and package anything personal in my. Cheating is cheating. Lórúkọ méjì. Let me define pole. Let me define get I'm dressed.
Cheating is, even dictionary, Oxford Dictionary has so many
definition.
definitions.
So yeah.
Wait, let me land. Because I love my wife so much, and she's unable to give me satisfaction in this aspect, let me go and let me go and augment.
So that means you can't be
Wait,
contented.
let me. I'll come there. Let me.
Yay!
Let me go. You see some men, like I've described,
Yes.
when they love their wife so much, but because of that
Aspect.
aspect, the weakness there, when she goes out and go and have something, when she comes back, you see the demeanor,
But funny enough, do you
the demeanor, the smile,
The smile, the happiness.
the happiness.
Sorry
Yes.
to cut you short, but do you know that I actually had a conversation with a young chap one day recently, and this person said this thing that he sat down with the wife and they both agreed that the wife can go out. And anytime the wife comes back, she's always all smiles, happy. That is when she sees her happy. Like the wife has gone out to do what she wants to do to satisfy herself. And then she keeps to wonder. And then they are still happily married and they are in relationship.
They might
So
that
does
might
it
be an open marriage.
open marriage?
Yeah.
So does it mean that satisfaction has to now be put on a table in every marriage to be readdressed consistently,
please. Yes,
constantly,
please.
at
Yes,
every
please.
point in time?
No,
That means every relationship,
you know-
you must be able to go back to your drawing board and say, okay, last month was good, oh, this month is not good, oh, next month, oh, let's plan ahead. I think that is what
I think
that is what this
that's another
means.
thing,
So
yeah.
if we are able to do that, we can know that, okay, I'm meeting up with your satisfaction level. And is there anything you can do to help women that are not meeting up to your expectations? Like a woman, your wife is not meeting up to your expectations. What do you help her to do? I've seen people who have had to get sex toys for their partners. I've seen people who have had to say, okay, go on vacation, go and relax your mind. I've seen people who have had to say, see a therapist. I've seen people who have had to say, okay, sit down, let's talk. What is affecting you? You were not like this before. Because before you people get into marriage, definitely this girl was apparently the best of all the people on the list.
She,
Right? So how come suddenly she cannot meet up with that responsibility? Do you feel like she has some burden on her? She's depressed, she's carrying too much of load, she's not herself, she has become a shadow of herself, or what? Before we round up on the show, we have just a few minutes left.
We're saying the same thing, maybe in
Different ways.
not the same side. Yeah, in different ways. Look, you are saying satisfaction. You're not bringing happiness to it. It is in the pursuit of happiness. If you are happy, being satisfied with something else, please pursue it. But even women, some good women will tell their husband that, look, they will bring in go slow, shakabula, mokole to the husband.
Kaya mata and all of that.
That is. There's another communication. You must have effective communication with your
partner.
With your partner, you must communicate. Oh boy, why don't you try this? Why don't I open it?
But let me ask you this
Let
question.
me finish. We
Okay.
don't have too much time. So, communication brings about satisfaction and happiness.
Okay, I have a question for both of you before we close. So the thing is, do you also at least make moves or try to put in efforts to put your partner in relaxed modes? Because sometimes women carry so much stress and burden and responsibility. Sometimes it's not financial. For many people always think like, let me just drop money. Money can sort a lot of things. Sometimes a woman just needs that shoulder to lean on, or just talk to you about this, share ideas. And some men are never available. And when you come back home, they are in that mood like you're not there for me, you're not supporting me. And definitely when it comes to having a good time, it also affects that. So you as an experienced person, you've been married not once, not twice. Yeah. Is there anything I'm not speaking because you are my wife, because I know you do all that.
You have nailed nailed it. The thing is, like I said, women too, they go through different stages. Yes. Some women, when they have birth, after birth, childbirth, sex is irritating to them.
Yeah.
So men need to
understand
all those things.
I'm learning from this
You're
aspect.
learning.
I'm learning from this aspect.
So the wife in year 1, 2 is sexually active. Then all of a sudden, she had a baby. All of a sudden,
it's an hormonal thing.
Yeah, so you must know that, and the women too must be able to communicate. Like, you know what, I no longer enjoy sex like I used to do, and all that. So you seek help. So communication is
very,
key.
very important.
Some we she's making it to look as if the problem is men alone. Women do cheat.
So
But
both
women are
parties-
always coded.
Both parties, but I feel the solution is just
the problem is
Communication.
Communication.
men make their own so obvious.
Obvious.
I can take my side chick to club, to parties. To,
Why do people do that thing?
But a woman very rarely can.
They
Even
will
if she invites our side
guy.
guy, they will sit miles apart and smiling down.
Very well, sir.
They won't have courage.
Or go to they say
Only their close friends who know that. Oh, Bobo
Or
is
call the
here.
driver and driver will say, Madam, she went
You know,
upstairs.
but-
She's in the
but so
market, but she went.
that is why the men's issue on sex and infidelity and side is pronounced because we make it so obvious. We're not as smart as the women, but I can tell you for no fee that women, there.
Women
Women are hot.
Okay,
They
so
cheat more
on a
than the
pattern
men.
note,
So you men, you have to open your eyes, shine your eye.
very well.
Very well.
You need to
Okay.
be smart as a man in
Okay.
marriage.
So on a parting note, I'd like to put this in. So basically, we've come to understand that love and cheating are two different things. A man or a woman goes out there because there is this oxytocin hormone that is agitated and aggravated in every human body and then needs to be satisfied. So that's why you see sometimes when you have sex with a man today and then tomorrow he's still asking for more, or a woman, there are some women that are like that. They even said that there are some tribes, Calabar babes. You know when they say Calabar babes are hot, these ones are hot, like they have it naturally in them. So before you marry anybody, I think both of you need to do that sexual assessment and understand that, I can always meet up or when the chips are down. But I'd like to ask you a question, Baba Shabi. Not because I am your wife. I only brought you here because you are an expert. When I met you, he had 87 babes. How we did it, I don't know. Now, if so, Toby, this is an experienced man. With what we have discussed, can you now go back on your drawing table and say, okay, from now on, let me be contented with whatever my wife gives me. Now I understand that hormonal levels can be part of it, stress can be part of it, lack of communication can be part of it. Are you willing to now go by the rules, the laws, the policies of marriage, like I want to be contented with whatever I get?
Sorry, man, sometimes even in the game, you can't follow the rules and regulations.
Even in the game, you can't. So you want to be a bad boy for life.
No.
This is a retired bad boy.
Yes, man.
And you want to be a bad boy for life.
You know, like I said before, I said communication, understanding, commitment, and all. Then two, there's compromise. Compromise that, look, in my age and stage now, I've had it all. Let me just let her be. Whenever she gives me, I'm satisfied. So I think men will always come to that stage, no matter how a player you have been. You just, who am I? But even saying that, you see a beautiful, well-shaped man, you just think to yourself, how is she gonna?
Imagination.
That is still there. We were curious. We want to check it out, not because we don't love our wives, not because women are so made in such a manner by Baba God, the God Almighty, that, and then they know it. They sometimes they do it on purpose. Yeah.
On purpose.
They do it on purpose that I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
The girls?
Yeah.
So it's not even you going after them now.
Obviously.
It is them that are coming after you and say they're going to get you.
Yeah.
So they are coming to get you. Is it because you're rich or because you're handsome or because they've heard about you? They also want to test.
Maybe you can.
Yeah, some women, they see you, the way you look,
they will size you up.
They size you up and all that. So many things come into, so many factors, depending on that woman.
Listen,
Some is money, most is money, but some is, look, I really want to check out this guy. Look at the way he moves. Look at his things. He smells nice. Look at his wristwatch.
But do you know that ladies of today, They are not as patient as we are. The young married people of today, their expectations are very high, like in marriages, very, very high. You see 2 3 years apart from domestic violence, this guy is not doing this, guy is not doing that. What word of advice would you want to give to the young married people out there as an experienced retired soldier?
You know, like there's so many factors. Now the generation now, they're going. There's a lot of factors that is shaping the characters, and that they don't. It's not happiness again that matters to them. It's what can you bring on the table. What are you going to contribute into my life? Both parties I'm talking about. So they believe now that happiness will come through what you can bring or she can bring on the table. So
Are they here?
what I can advise is patience, commitment,
Perseverance.
and
Perseverance.
Wow.
that's all.
Toby,
Communication.
what would you give to the Gen Z men of your age, your type, the Gen Z young men out there, handsome young men?
Yeah, basically.
What do you have to say after
I'm
this
going to
now?
buttress on what you just said, that understand each other, and number two, which is the main key, communication. You guys need to understand yourself. You guys need to know when to do and when not to do. Understand the environment. Understand yourself. State it before going down to court or church. State everything about marriage. State everything about communication. Then state everything about your sexual urge. But because in our churches of nowadays now, if you talk about sexual aspect of it,
They
they
don't
will
want
tell
to.
you Holy Spirit will do this, Holy Spirit will do that. And we keep
And
quiet.
so basically, is religion affecting relationships?
Sometimes,
Is religion affecting relationships?
sometimes, yes.
Oh, yes.
Religion is affecting
Yeah,
relationships.
because
Positively or negatively?
Really, religion is affecting.
Negatively or positively?
Both sides. You have a lot of different characters parading themselves as pastors, afars, and all
Yeah.
that. The people, I mean, women will go to them, but by the time they're coming out, they're having sexual relationship with them. So I knew a lot of afars that people went to them for
Prayers.
prayers and all that. They ended up being their wives.
Yes.
So are the pastors. So let to me, let us leave religion out of it.
So religion is not helping.
It's not helping. It's in your
Religion,
mind.
religion is not
Identify
helping.
what you want.
Religion is not helping.
And
We
go-
have to talk about that
Go
again.
after it.
All right.
Commitment, patience, communication.
Know God for who you are.
Know God for who you are. Thank you so much for coming up on the show, and I'm sure you enjoyed your surprise. were you expecting this kind of topic?
Not really. Not really.
Were you expecting this?
I was
type-
not even expecting that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you for coming up. So if you're coming up on Talk with Justadetoun, you're coming with a plain mind because you don't know what we're going to be discussing. But trust me, before we bring you on board, you are more than capable to answer that question. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube. Yes, follow the link down below. And you know what? Tell somebody to tell somebody that Talk with Justadetoun Season 2 is up and is everywhere. And all you need to do is to subscribe to get updates on every of our posts. I'll see you some other time, and I remain Justadetoun. Yes, Justadetoun. So Justadetoun is still the Justadetoun, and Talk with Justadetoun is still Talk with Adetoun. Every time, anytime. Keep it real. We keep the truth alive. We keep the lies behind, and we want everybody to face the reality of what is going on and what is affecting our society. And that is why we come up with all these topics to discuss, so that we can all learn more. Ease our pain, ease our stress, ease our frustrations, because nah man, or the easy. Outside no day, no easy, it dey hot. So from the two men you have heard it all. Love and cheating. We don't know how we're going to merge everything together. We don't know how we're going to start to talk to our men or talk to ourselves that we should be contented with whatever we have. Because if you go steal, then go say you go steal, then go fit cut your hand or give it to police. So are we going to start handing these men over to police now because they are not contented with the little that their wife is giving to them and they want to go and be doing kolobi outside? English is English. Don't call English Ingila.
That is not what we said, though.
So what did you say?
What we said was there's always a reason.
There should never be a reason for cheating. There should never be a reason. Anybody map Belakisa? There should never be a reason for cheating. Be contented with whatever your wife cooks and gives to you. Be contented with whatever your wife gives to you. If your wife gives you 30 minutes round, accept it and be hopeful for 2 hours round. If your wife gives you 2 hours, be contented and be hopeful that today my wife can take it easy on me.
Yeah, well, that's what we said now.
So why are you now going outside? Kilo wakiri, kilo sonu lowo yin te wakiri, gonorrhea, syphilis, all those things are outside. Now. Thank you, and I'll see you some other time. I remain Talk with Justadetoun.